Never mind your liver, get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Center Stage.
Oh, here we go. Are we live? Yes, we are. We are live with our sound, but not our picture.
Our voices.
Yes, our voices.
I've always thought that's my best side.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Hey, yo. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gino's Spot. We are here live and dangerous. Live and dangerous. That was a Thin Lizzy album, I do think. It was a Thin Lizzy album.
Too young for that.
Yeah. And I do hope that that the picture is nice and clear, because it doesn't seem so clear from this side. But we're, you know, Mr. Cockup is always just around the corner with Gino Spot. You never know what's going to go wrong. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gino Spot. I hope that that you are settled in for a little bit of an afternoon. We did an early, we've got an early slot because with these two, I've got Khanya and Wayne in the studio with me tonight, and we have in rehearsal a little bit later on for Wayne's show that we're going to be doing on Friday. And I can't wait. It's going to be great fun. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Amobia for our internet, Pinion for our, of course, Pinion is one of our new sponsors. They are an accounting firm, but with various other things. In fact, on the 24th, I think it is, I'm going to be speaking to Hugh Oxenham, who is one of the directors at Pinion. So we'll be chatting to him next week, which is marvelous. And we can find out exactly what they do. And then, of course, Fitch and Leeds been with us for many years, about 5 years already.
6 years now.
Yeah, 6 years already.
Crazy. Yeah,
it is. And tonight, this afternoon, we have Wayne Cat. Not only that, special thanks to Grace from Fat Cat for a little bit of sushi.
The crunchy sushi.
It's been marvelous.
But, I mean, it's because it not only looks like a seashell, it tastes like one too.
Those are seashells. Right.
Oh, good job.
All
I
right.
mean, I didn't eat too many of them.
No. And I hope that you. I can see my text doing.
Oh,
Very,
yes,
very well
and your
tonight.
tech has been with you for a few years
Yes,
as well.
you can see that. Yes.
Yeah.
And so we're going to get down to it pretty quickly here tonight because we've only got an hour and a bit. But these two cats have been overseas, and I thought what we could do is we could have one section where Wayne and I ask Khanya questions about what he's been doing for the last year.
Sure.
What he's been buggering around with for the last year.
Yeah.
Sitting on your ass, eating.
Check how fit I'm getting.
Yeah. He's been eating for sure. And then Khanya and I can then ask Wayne a few questions about his
When do we ask you questions?
Oh no, bro, that's not how it works here in Gino's spot. I ask all the questions.
Who's asking the questions now?
Who's asking all the questions?
Yeah.
Oh my word! Let's have a look at some of the comments there. I see there's comments coming in already. Here. Let's see. Can you hear what? Why it says what? Michaela, what?
Is it?
Oh, there we go. How's it? Oh, you knew. Okay.
Hello.
It's Milano. Dangerous, live and dangerous. That's right. Welcome, new person. It's lovely to have you on.
What?
What?
What's happening?
Maybe he speaks a different language. You never know.
Could be.
Yeah. Well, welcome. And check a whole bunch of people coming on. But let's start off first with what you guys have been doing. Obviously, you just got. Let's start with Wayne. You got back from where? Aruba.
Well, this one was out of Miami, so we were sailing in and out from Miami. But yeah, we went to Aruba, sailing around the Caribbean and the Bahamas and that type of thing. So
Bermuda Triangle.
I think that whole thing's disappeared.
Oh, the whole triangle.
Yeah.
Well, have you got a triangle player in your band?
No.
Watch out for that. Watch out for that.
No. Yes. I mean, it's very interesting. When I go back now, I'll be going back to sailing out of Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's a whole culture that side.
Yeah. Oh, you mean cruising?
The cruising, and it's like an entire industry. There's people making their entire livings off that stuff. Yeah, it's, including me.
And you as well. Yeah.
So, it's been interesting. I mean, October this year, it'll be 3 years since I started.
It's crazy how quickly it's gone.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And how many months of the year do you do it, and how much time do you have off?
Well, this particular little vacation, which is the Parlance, because you're not working.
The Parlance.
It's the Parlance.
Oh, very nice.
Anyway, so this one's short. This one will be just 6 weeks here.
Okay.
And then I'll be back to the studios for rehearsal.
Okay.
And then in about May or so, back on the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So and I mean, when you do these rehearsals, are there a lot of songs that you using from the last time that you were?
I mean,
around?
now it is. Like the first time I got there, and I was like, man, I don't know what 80% of this stuff is.
Really?
It was a lot of stuff.
Lots of new stuff.
Yeah. And now, obviously, the more you do it, the more you've got those things in your back pocket.
Yeah.
So now this rehearsal period should technically be I mean, it's never easy, but it should be the least labor intensive in terms of learning new stuff.
All right. And you, Khanya, you're on the land. So you're in, where was it? The island?
Spain, Lanzarote.
Lanzarote in Spain.
Yes, sir.
Spain.
España.
So if you learned a bit of Spanish. Poco españolos.
Maybe you learn proper Spanish. Spain Spanish.
Yeah.
Spain.
Lanzarote.
Barcelona.
That's the one.
So so have you picked up a bit of it though as well?
Just a little bit.
Smattering.
Yeah, I was there for 15 months.
Okay.
So and I've picked up a little here and there, like
Okay.
the stuff to get by.
Yeah. You need to know.
It's a difficult
Where's
language.
the toilet?
Yes.
Baños.
Yeah.
Baño, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Donde puedo encontrar baño.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what they say.
Baños. Is that it?
The baños is the bathroom. Is it bathroom?
Baños. All right. We would like to go to the baños.
Yes.
My hovercraft is full of eels.
Take down your panties. I cannot wait till lunchtime. You have to see Monty Python, the phrase book.
Please fondle my buttocks.
Yeah, that's the mixed up phrase book.
Yeah,
Oh, you need one of those.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And playing wise, is it hotels or
Yes, it's just hotels,
Okay.
different hotels every night. It's,
a whole bunch of British people coming over there?
yeah. It's mainly people from Ireland that
Really?
come. Yeah.
Irish.
They're not far from us, like 3
Mm.
hours away. So
Okay.
they're there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Did you find they play a lot of stuff you weren't familiar with?
no, they love the stuff. Everything that we used to do
Really?
together. Yeah,
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what I do there, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Midnight special and
Oh! What about weekend special?
ask Melvin about that.
Yeah.
So,
I hear that song there sometimes. I'm like, hey, I love this guy.
there, over there.
Yeah.
She was Melvin's song. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So and I mean, is it every single night? I mean, when do you have time off? Are you able to just do a little bit of traveling?
Yeah, well, look, man, we only work for 90 minutes a night.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
jeez.
just 90 minutes. So you
Jeez,
have the rest of the day to yourself.
He's getting it
You
lucky.
can do whatever. Yeah, I
Mm.
believe other people work for like 3-4 hours.
Yo.
We just do 90 minutes and it's 6 days a week, 6 nights a
Okay,
week. So
okay.
you only get 1 day off, which
You
is perfect. I mean,
And you singing as well, but
yeah. I'm singing half the stuff.
okay. Hey, yo.
Half the
Finally,
stuff
they got him.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm
finally
enjoying
got
it.
him to actually learn some more songs.
Do you still do Ooby Dooby?
No, I did put it down, but I thought, nah, let me not do this. I'm learning other stuff now.
Kanye used to do
Ooby
Ooby Dooby.
Yeah.
And you're looking for trouble.
And then trouble. I tried to do that one as well, but I realized no one will know that
Nobody
one.
knows that.
Yeah.
That's Elvis, Elvis, man.
It's Elvis, yeah.
You think they know Elvis.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
not like that, I suppose.
He was a little bit famous.
Yeah, well, they would know it's caught in a trap.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
can't walk out. Or I'm a hunger burning.
Shout out to Donnie Fisher.
Donnie Fisher.
Oh, Danny.
Donnie Fisher. I wonder how he's doing. I know he's still going strong as well.
Yeah.
Donnie Fisher.
In Scotland.
I don't know where he is.
Mm.
I don't know. I think he was in Nelspruit for a while, and I think he's still in South Africa.
Oh, I see.
He's
Okay.
living, by the way.
Him, by the way, and him and June.
Yeah.
So please shout out to Danny and
Shout out.
June and Daniel
Dennis
and
Angels.
Joanne. Yeah, Danny's Angel's still going strong. Right?
Jeez.
They're great. I know.
That was 2009, huh?
Yeah, the Elvis show. is
17 years ago.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
it crazy? I was just saying to Khanya before you got here. I did I had a photograph in 2016. You know, you go for your skin thing with Dr. Dean Woodendall. It's great, and he takes a high definition photo of you.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
So he did it in 2016, and I went like 3-4 days ago again, and he does another high def, and then he puts them next to each other.
There's a couple of new lines there.
Holy crap! I'm old, man.
I try not to look in the mirror myself.
Jeez, like, if anybody's been to Donnie Woodendall to get their photo taken 10 years later, let me know what the vibe is. All right, let's have a look at some of
Khanya
this.
goes by the name Ginger.
Hey,
Yes,
Ginger.
who's that?
Must love Matomela brother.
Hello.
Tando.
Tandose, yeah.
Tandose.
Yes.
Yo, how's it, man? What does he do? Is he a musos or not?
No. She's in P.
Oh,
just
she's in
somewhere.
P.
Yeah.
He goes by the name Ginger in Lanzarote. Ginger. There's no
It's
crazy
crazy
K.
Crazy K.
There's no
That's cool.
crazy K.
Yeah.
It's crazy K and babyface.
Ah, Dondolo.
Babyface.
Baby.
Don't
Hey,
go.
the baby. He's the baby, but you're gonna cry.
Oh man, you know when you play with I mean, I think together I think we've played probably the longest with,
Yes.
with anybody, myself and Khanya as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know when you joined Sinister. It must have been
It was 2009.
2007.
7.
Yeah, 2007.
So I mean that is certainly the longest that I've ever played with any keyboard player. Absolutely. And with Wayne and Khanya and Donovan, who's in Georgia, and I hope he's going to be watching the old twat. I don't know what he's doing. He's flipping. He's teaching English.
There's no internet in Georgia.
He's teaching English
To the forest critters.
Yes, the critters. And there's certain things and jokes and stuff that I can only share with you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
The things that people say stuff, or I even say stuff. What's that, Philippa? I can't not say. What is it? I know. It's like you say certain things. I know.
I know, really, like that happens to me all the time. All the time.
Because there was a show where we did it. There's a voiceover, and I can't say the Beatles without saying the Beatles.
I said on my sets too.
Yeah.
No, like,
The only other band who have ever done that was Beatles.
The Beatles. And it's like because all these shows we did so many times. I think we did
that's what it
so
is.
many.
I can't hear "God Save the Queen" without thinking of the Queen show.
Queen show.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh no!
I know. Green Fields. Or Green Acres.
Green Acres.
Green Acres. I was like, Green Acres. Oh no. See,
Francois.
Frankie. I miss being in a band with you guys.
Oh, wait.
Hey, man.
Oh, it was pretty much anyway, Frankie. It was the same era,
Well, I'm going to be in a band with you next week.
Hey, yo. Yes, you're going to do some. I believe you're going to do some stuff with him. These Frankie shows.
Yeah, I'm doing a little this and a little that.
Hey,
That's nice.
you're going to help the dancers get changed. Not.
I mean, I hope so.
Because they probably need somebody backstage to help.
I mean, I don't know if that's in my skill set, but I'm willing to try.
Yeah, no, good. It's like what is it? Like Dumb and Dumber. They need an oil.
Yeah.
Oh, and playing with so many different bands as well must be a bit. I suppose you must get used to it in the end.
You do kind of
doing the same songs, but how the musos been? I mean, the quality of the musos.
I mean, like anywhere you go in the world, there's a lot of good ones, and there's some guys that you're not really sure what they're doing there.
You fired a couple of asses.
No, well, it's not my current fire.
Yeah.
But the turnaround rate is pretty high.
Okay.
Specifically because I guess the workload is so hectic that for a lot of people, especially vocalists who haven't worked like that before, they can't take it.
Yeah, with the vocals.
Yeah,
man.
people lose their minds a little bit sometimes.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a tough life. You have to be 100% in it, otherwise it can eat you a little bit.
Again and again and again.
Yeah,
It's the same thing every night.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's all to do with what kind of mindset you're in.
100%.
Do you what's your sort of secret to keeping sane? Because it must be tough.
What I learned, and it was a tough lesson, I'd say I only really got to write this last contract, is that you have to learn to be only where you are. You can't always be away from something. Like I'm here while that's going on. I'm just here. Wherever I am, that's where I am. And then you have to do that, because otherwise you always just feel like what they say in Lord of the Rings, you feel like too much butter on not enough butter on too much toast. And then because I don't talk there that I'm away from home now. I just go like when I'm back home, then it's this. But when I'm working, that's what I'm doing. That's where I am.
Okay.
Like you have to 100% be where you are. Otherwise, you're never going to be anywhere.
And to I mean, this at the moment, there's no, I mean, your life is now there.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah. So your life here, you know, you got rid of your place, and
so I'm a bit of a nomad, which is not what I ever foresaw for myself. But like once the fear subsided, the last time I was here, like shutting down my life properly, I was like, what am I doing? What am I actually doing?
But it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And as soon as I went back there, it made more sense. But in the moment when I was right up against doing that, it was intimidating.
Because that must have been a watershed moment, getting rid of your flat.
Yeah.
You know,
it was. And like I realized that when I left the first time, and maybe even the second time, I hadn't really let go of anything yet. Like I was like my stuff was still lying in the same room, and that was unhealthy.
Well, that happens all the time anyway.
I want to go have a look at his car right now and see what's going on.
But I don't own a car anymore either.
You see,
I get my car from Carl.
Carl, the legend.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, we had a party at Carl's house.
Oh, did you?
It was better. It was his son's birthday, but he also had an amazing. He's a photographer, and he's in Germany now, Dominic. Carl, we're talking about Carl Illenberger, and there was a guy who Carl said to me, "Listen, he normally actually he normally dances on the tables with like a red speedo, and I'm like, what? Next minute, this guy's 80 years old. He's got his red speedo around. I was like, hey,
that sounds about right.
now this is a party. Well,
That's very
fantastic
funny.
fun.
Anywhere in the world you go, you'll see guys like that.
Yeah. But Cole of course hires cars out, and he's been great. So he got one of his little cabbies.
Yeah. Like I think, like every time I've been back, I drive a different one.
Yeah. He's got a pile of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting that the way you were saying that about the about leaving beer, because if you think about it, it's not the stuff that keeps you here. It's not the stuff.
No.
It's not the physical, like the material stuff. It's the people that are now always be here.
Yeah.
You know?
And then what I found is that, like I say, I would say in the last 2.5 years of my life, I've spent not even 5 months of it here. And yet it doesn't feel that way, because whenever I'm here, it's what it is.
Straight back in. I mean, especially you. It's just easy. And maybe because you're on the ship, that nothing really changes too much. It's on the ship. Yeah. But it's not like you bought a house in Melbourne and in America and
no, it's a fairly stable existence. It really is. Like the biggest stress you get is how towards the end of your contract you have to start looking about what you're going to do next and all that stuff. Okay. And it's a fairly big decision to make. Like at the end of one contract, when now you're a bit hurtful and you're ready to like go home for a bit, and you got to not commit to the next 8 months of your life. It's a big one. But like you kind of learn that it's either that or you just don't do it. And that's not really the answer either.
And have you found that you and for you as well, Khanya, have you found that you're able to build up a bit of a nest egg at least, or do you just spend all the money?
Oh no, shit! What would be the point of being there then?
Well, I will see the world. I will say this: it is easy to spend it if you don't watch what you do. Because you're living in that side of the world, and the cost of living in the States blows my mind. It's crazy. So like you could, especially spending so much time in touristy areas. You could blow that down the drain.
Absolutely.
Well, I think the euro might even be even more.
No,
it is. It is. It's 19 something.
The euro is strong now.
Cost of living, you know.
Cost of living is very high. It's very high in Spain as well. It's crazy. But I've realized that there are tourist prices and then there are local prices.
Yeah, right.
So you must know where to go.
Okay.
I'll never forget like the first time I went into Mexico. It's like, I'm in Mexico, I'm gonna get a margarita and some tacos, and I spent like $40 on lunch, and then only was like, it's like I think about it, like, geez, I really spent a lot of money. And they gave me like this commemorative glass. It was just like cheap plastic, and eventually my cabin was just full of cheap plastic rubbish, and I'm like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You're not gonna keep the stuff ever. Just throw it away.
Do you think? I mean, Khanya said. So Khanya, I mean, I'm asking about a nest egg or building up stuff, but that means that you do kind of think that you are coming back. I mean, you wouldn't go and move over there.
Look, man. Like the first time when I left, I realized that I might not never come back to South Africa. But even with everything that's happening right now in South Africa, man, like, I have no intentions of coming back anytime soon still. But eventually, of course, this is home. We have to come back home eventually.
So it is in the back of your mind. Is it the same with you?
With me, I can't honestly say that I know what the next few years will hold or where this all leads. But I will say that like South Africa is a tough place. I mean, we all know, like, and it's a great place, but it's a tough place. But so in the beginning, it's easy to look at the difficult stuff you leave behind and go, okay, that's good. But then you start thinking of all the good things you left behind too. And then I've still never seen anywhere that I'd rather live. I just don't want to earn you.
Fair enough.
No,
I get that, because it is difficult to earn.
It is.
And at least and your talents are, I think, are appreciated more.
Absolutely, 100%.
That's a common thing that I hear from people that play overseas, is that musos are maybe appreciated more, you know.
I think over here, and that's one of the reasons why I knew that my days were numbered gigging as much as I did, is that I could feel it starting to sort of fade into the background.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but I get it. I totally get it. Like I did this. I started gigging in PE for the first time in 2000.
Yeah.
I had a 23-year run.
Yeah.
Successful
Like
run too.
you can't you like I can't expect that that's going to last forever. And I always knew I would need some sort of exit strategy.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be this.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
I mean, and you write sort of an exit strategy in terms of the fact that you can maybe build up enough that you can start whatever you want to do over here when you get back.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
So there's also they call it a loyalty program. There's sort of incentive to work for Carnival long term,
Okay.
and that is something I've got my eye on for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What do they give you? Like, is it
at the
little
end?
sweeties?
At the end of it, at the end of it, basically you'll get a lump sum payout depending on how long you've worked there, how much you've been paid.
Nice.
So it's almost like a retirement
pension.
plan. Yeah.
That's very nice. That's nice.
So I mean, it takes 10 years of working there,
Okay.
and I'm almost down 3. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and Kanya's not getting anything. They don't do that sort of shit with your hour and a half.
are you
a night.
actually employed by your company?
Yeah.
Oh, you are, yeah.
Okay. Full time.
What they do, contracts.
Contract.
Contract, but I mean, like, so much stability where at Romantic Corp, that's where I'm at.
A
Romantic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do people do while you play?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
So romantic corp.
Yeah. So what happens? Like the only incentive they offered us, that's why is that don't go home. We'll pay you for the time that you are here.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you want to
you
go
take
home,
holiday. I mean,
yeah.
so they actually incentivize you to not go home.
Yes.
he was
Yes,
sounds
yes.
like Dubai.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So that's the nice thing. But I mean, definitely after 15 months of
No,
Spanish, you want to go home,
you have
man.
to. No, you have to.
Yeah.
Even with me, like my contracts are all in all, I would spend like the longest I've spent away from home in 9.5 months.
Yeah.
It's a long time,
It's
man.
a long
Yeah.
time.
And
It's
like
a long time.
and also like you'll know, like working in that industry, it's the service industry.
Yeah.
You are always working in the service industry,
Yeah.
and that's tiresome.
Yeah. Very much.
It's like
so.
you need to
It's always
training.
dealing with people and it drains.
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
It
and
certainly does.
and it's not that the people are at fault, but like because of the industry you're in, you always have to be ready to serve them
Yeah.
some way, even if I'm not on duty. I'm still walking around with my little name tag.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking,
Hello?
I'm
Can I have a napkin?
Yeah.
excuse me, where's the restroom? I mean, the people there have been really lucky.
Yeah.
Like Miami was a little tougher, was a slightly younger crowd. But I did Texas for my first one, and they were very nice people. And we're going back there again. I will say, I don't know if it's the same with you, man. The amount of disposable cash
Yeah.
these people bring with them
Yo.
Absolutely.
is mind blowing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely mind blowing.
Yeah. Well, maybe just you collect some in your underpants when they put it in. They put it in your underpants.
No, that's romantic. Cool.
Oh man.
It's funny, like there's an ongoing gag.
Let's have a look at some of the comments there coming up. I see Philip has got some comments. Who's there? Wendy. Wendy.
Hello, Wendy.
My adopted mother.
Hello, Wendy.
Oh man, she is so cool.
Oh, man.
Wendy's busy. She's got her hands full there at the new venue.
Oh wow.
She's working hard again. Working hard again.
Yeah, as always.
Wendy rides on.
Yeah.
There you go. I can't be very stable on the ship, especially in rough
I mean-
seas. She's making a joke.
Oh, because of the stability.
Yes.
I mean, the horses, they get used to it in their stables. I got jokes too, Wendy. Okay.
So yeah, but it's interesting that you guys are thinking in deep down. You're thinking in terms of eventually coming back.
Yeah.
And I mean, it might not end up like that. I mean, I spoke to Donna the other day.
Donna.
She phoned me out of the blue, and we spoke for about like an hour and a half.
Oh
something.
wow, that's like a.
And she's doing stuff. She's got I'm not even allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say,
yeah.
but she's got something special that she's planning,
Oh, nice.
and I hope that she's going to pop out as well. And I'm going to have her on the show as well.
Yes.
She's
I
gonna,
would say the biggest thing that could change your mind about whether or not you're coming back is meeting someone.
yes.
That's what happens to people.
Well, you meet a lot of
Yeah.
people as well as you do.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, maybe. Yeah.
And you're over there with your girlfriend, your wife,
Yes, yes,
your
my
your
lady.
common law wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's amazing. For me, I don't have to worry about anything. That's why
Yeah.
it's also easier for me to spend 15 months over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I was alone, man,
Well,
6
I mean,
months would
that
be
is,
enough.
I tell you what, that
yeah.
is to me, if you can find, it's what you go and Megan are doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's the ticket.
It could be the secret.
That's the ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be the secret because as long as you've got company,
Mm.
well, and also company that you relate to,
Yeah.
you know, because
Absolutely.
I think people over there they don't, they're there, but they don't understand the culture. They don't understand. They haven't got in jokes as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
So that's so interesting. And then like I said, with the songs and the music is the same. It's universal
Well,
or not.
I would say for the most part,
Yeah.
but like there's a lot of stuff that's popular here that you never hear there,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's very regional. Music has always been a very
Yeah,
regional thing.
Yeah.
It is just what it is. Like country music over there.
Yeah. What's the most difficult part of being away?
Of being away.
You know, like that. Yeah, like doing that stuff. What
Well,
was the biggest
for
obstacle?
For me, like you sacrifice a lot of day-to-day freedoms,
Mm.
but you get so much in return that you have to learn to understand and appreciate how and why that's an opportunity for you.
Yeah.
And I've learned to do that. Like,
Mm.
but it's the sacrifice of living in that space, living in the service industry, living by someone else's timetables. It's difficult, but like I say, once you realize and you're grateful for the opportunity for the rest of the stuff it brings,
Yeah.
then you don't feel quite so hard done by.
Yeah.
And for you, Khanya?
But when my only challenges that I have over there, like I said just now, with me being there with Lisa, it's amazing. So, like I've eliminated a lot of things just by doing that. But the most difficult thing for me there is language barrier.
Oh right, yeah,
Oh,
of course, yeah.
My
In America,
goodness.
it's not a thing. But
Yeah, in America it's not. you
Well,
know.
America is also a lot of Spanish, but it's the Latino
Yeah.
Latino
yeah.
No, but
variant. of it.
Yeah.
see,
Yeah. Over there, they don't, like 80% of the people, the population, they don't understand a word of English.
yeah,
So, like, you have to now try and communicate in other ways.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's good for me because now I'm learning a new language.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Do Americans always think that the South Africans are like they are in the movies? They're always like the baddie guy.
No, funny enough,
mercenary,
many
the-
of them have been here.
Eh?
Many of them either have been here,
Okay.
or they know someone from here, or
Yeah.
or-
Well, no, Elon Musk.
I mean, look, he's not flying the flag at the moment.
But I mean, I always often think like in the movies, like in the American movies, you just see South Africans always portrayed as like the
Yeah.
real baddie guy.
Yeah.
No, South Africans are quite popular in the rest of the world. Like
Okay.
what I've seen. Like,
Yeah, they are.
whenever there's a party, there's definitely a South African at the center. 100% for sure.
The braai.
Yeah, bro. People know that word. They know a couple of other words too. I'm not going to say that.
Oh, please.
Very, very popular and universal.
And food over there? I mean, surely in Spain.
Yeah, no, you would enjoy it, David.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're so close to
Italian.
to the Italian stuff.
Well, it's part of the old empire, the
Yeah.
old Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of 100,000 years ago, but you know.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, I've been yearning for some South African food
Mm.
for a long time. But now I'm hurtful, bro. I've had so much.
Poppin' vlees.
Proper gatful.
Oh,
Everything,
yeah.
bro. Like,
Making poppin' vlees.
puppet place,
Yes.
everything, you know. So what we eat the most is like pasta,
Okay.
pizzas, and all of that. And
Okay, yeah.
it's like most of it is like bread based.
Yeah.
You know.
You can kind of see that.
Yeah. My gosh. Can you imagine that picture?
I've got a picture. We actually had pictures. I don't know if you had one as well. I think you might have.
What is-
When Facebook first came out,
Why would I not have a
we
Facebook
did pose. We did like everybody was posing for their status pictures.
Yes,
And
yes.
so we
Yes.
took off our shirts and we were like,
Yeah.
posing.
When wasn't there the
They
day?
pushed
No, I
their
wasn't there.
stomach
No,
out.
no, I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
It was you, me, and Mike.
Mike McCool.
Yeah.
I saw those photographs,
Yeah, you did.
unfortunately, and I can't unsee them.
This is like us posing in a I don't know, Scope magazine.
Yeah,
pose,
yeah.
Yeah.
Monique Besson, welcome back to the GQ. Thank you.
Bye, donkey. Bye, donkey.
Thank you.
Monique, she's a legend. She does the framing. I presume you're still doing the framing, and where put in the comments where your shop is now. It was in Central. I don't know if she's still in Central now.
Oh, it used to
Might have
be.
moved now.
We used to be in like Westbourne Road.
Yeah, it was in
Yeah, I
Westbourne Road
remember.
before. Yeah. She was always very artsy-fartsy, you know. She's done some amazing framing for me for my for some of my stuff as well. It'd be great. Well, when I say my stuff, not my paintings, you know, per se.
Yes. No.
My things, what I got.
More like your scope.
It's spiritual bad. So bad.
Said that off mic.
Yes. And I don't know if any of you got other questions for us as well. Stick them in the comments too, for the guys. Verk 2.0. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh,
I remember now. Yes,
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
2.0 in the Valley. That's one of Dante's things there, and I say they sometimes have the Georgie does.
Is that what it's called?
Verk 2.0. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's in the Barkens Valley there. It's right across the bridge in there. I think somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I think that's what
Excellent.
Georgie Hansfield has a
She does-
thrift market.
Okay.
London to Lorraine, she also does there as well.
Wow.
You'll never take
Yeah.
me alive, copper.
You know. And okay, so now going forward, when are you going? You going back?
I'll be leaving here. I've got to be back in Miami on the 14th of next month.
Okay.
So I'll be here until then.
Okay, and Khanya, for you?
We probably leaving at the same time. I have to be,
Okay.
be there on the 13th.
Oh,
So it's like a day before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the
yeah,
same
yeah,
time,
Oh, so it's obviously it seems to be a similar time for the cruises and the
Yeah.
hotels and everything.
Season, yeah.
The season, eh?
They're starting with winter season now in Spain.
Yeah.
What's happening in
There's no winter where we.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's like the
it's
ship.
just summer,
Yeah,
summer.
those are on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer all day long. That's what he's got.
Yeah.
Just any stories that pop into your head from our dealings that you remember when you're away and it's
Yes.
and it's come up.
You know what's really good for heartburn?
I found out this morning. Found out this morning. Jeez, man. That was
You and I are sitting playing Duke Nukem in Durban. Khanya, I think he's had a few beers and he's smashing some chips. He goes, you know what's really good for heartburn? Salt and vinegar chips. By the way, I don't think that's true.
funny thing, it was the same bedroom where that happened, where he had a like a 5 kg chunk of muesli.
No, me.
And it-
That was me. That was Donovan. Donovan said to me, it was like 12 at night after a gig.
Yes.
And
That was in Durban, right?
I was
Yeah,
starving.
Durban.
I was starving. I got there. Well, East London. I was in East London. I can't remember. But I remember after the gig, I was so bloody hungry, and I had a whole thing of muesli. I had a whole plate of muesli, and Donovan was thinking like, "Jeez, like, what the hell? I've never seen a oak eat so much muesli in all my life." And I thought to myself, this is a lot of muesli.
I'll never forget Oren said you eat like you're from the planet Kidio.
Yes, I do. I still do.
Nothing's
Oh my
changed.
god, it's funny.
Okay, so you guys are going back next month, and then
Yeah.
obviously you have you're going to be another 15 months or something.
I'm going away for 11 months this time.
11 months for you, and another 9 for you.
Yeah, pretty
Another
much.
9.
Yeah.
Gestation period.
Yeah, when I could have had a baby.
You know, you could.
I mean, let me not say that.
you know.
Maybe I should just. Maybe I will.
Yeah, come on.
What does that involve? Who do I need for that?
How much is it?
Yeah. Where do I get me one of those?
And for you, Khanya, what about
Oh,
family?
Therese,
Hey.
no, there's definitely not.
Therese?
Therese.
Yeah, boys, the place on the couch. Pull in.
Whoa! Bring a fan.
Oh, classic. You gotta love these guys. B Boykies, Davina, absolutely. How are you,
Cheers,
Davina?
Davina. Hello.
Yeah, no, and Therese is still singing and doing a thing as well.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. Have you always had tats?
I've had a lot more since I left. A lot
Yeah.
more.
Which ones did you? Is that a new one? That skull.
This I got my first contract.
Yeah.
Very
The
scary.
newest ones is that one.
And we don't know
What does
the
it
ones
say?
on this
There
arm.
goes my hero.
OES. What is?
There goes my hero.
Oh,
Mhm.
I saw OES.
No.
I was just wondering what it was.
And I got my Mario Brothers flower.
There go. There goes
Yeah.
my hero.
That's
That's all. So
that
what
just
is that?
reminds me of being like I've always wanted to get Mario Brothers tattoos.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Where's the camera?
There's your camera.
Yeah.
Oh, God, there.
Where's my?
Can't see
There's your camera.
There we
There you
go.
go.
No,
Mario Brothers.
I definitely. I think when I left, I had 3 tattoos. I've got like 11 or 12 now.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
Going out on the sea. Arr. Okay, so another 11 months for you as well.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
And how many years do you think you can keep this up?
I don't know. Hey, I'm giving myself 5 for now.
5 years.
I don't know how much long I can do that
You're
for.
what, 45 now. 40.
No,
What are you?
I'm 41 this year.
40. Oh,
Yeah.
you say he's younger than you. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're 45.
46.
You're 46.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that, yeah, you were a bit younger than all of us, I suppose.
Yes, yes, much younger.
No, well, then you're still a young lad, man. You can
Yeah.
still go for another 15 years
Yeah,
at least.
I probably would want to, but the thing is, I don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because also what happens there is it's contract per contract, man.
Yeah.
So if the boss decides to let you go, you're gone.
If
Yeah,
the
but
player-
you'll find in that what you do now that you've had experience.
Yeah, yes.
Even if that happens to you, you probably easily get a job. doing
Yes,
that somewhere else.
absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. I
you
mean,
got the right songs. You
got the right
stuff.
songs, yeah, 100%.
And what about passports and that sort of thing? Does that do they organize for you though?
They do. They do.
And what are the chances of you actually getting a Spanish passport?
I'd love to. I just need to stay there for 3 years,
Mhm.
and then I can actually apply for it. And
Oh, so you're getting there.
And that's the plan. Yeah, that's definitely the
Okay.
plan. I mean, then I can have a
Yeah,
Spanish
you
passport,
can
man.
go to Euro
Anywhere in
a
Europe.
Euro passport.
yeah.
And you got bugger all chance.
No, no, no.
Oh,
That's
wait.
not part of it.
You could go in and get and claim what do they call it? Thing with Trump's new thing.
Oh,
What do you
I'm
call
not-
that?
Okay, don't do that.
no. I work on work visas.
Okay,
So I've got 2 of them. I've got the B2 lets me work on land, and the
Okay.
C1D lets me work on the ocean.
Mm.
But that's never going to result in American
Okay,
passport.
CID.
Yeah, never ever.
Was it you was talking about CID?
What's CRD?
CID is the guy from the Thin Blue Line.
No.
The detective. What is his name? I can't remember his name. Somebody can put it out there. He's CID. He goes Namby.
Is it Constable
Pamby.
Goody?
No,
No.
it's the detective.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's Arty Farty.
yes.
Hoity,
Hoity,
toity.
toity, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, guys, I think we're pretty much up on our time, and it's
wow.
been marvelous having
Yeah,
you.
it's been great to be
What a
here.
nice, relaxed show for us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was
Fantastic to see my mates again. Over
Nice to
the
see
moon that you guys are doing well,
lovely. Yeah.
and that you're building up a good nest egg, so you can come back and buy a big mansion somewhere,
Yeah.
and then put me up because I still won't have any money left by then.
You'll be old and
I'll
senile.
be old and you'll have to change my nappies.
Oh,
Especially you.
that's it.
Does that-
You're only 41.
Does that bother you, bro? Because you're saying it for the second
Oh,
time
no,
today.
the
Like,
nappies. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to control my bowels. You never know.
what have you been up to?
Your Kegels, you'll be fun.
Yes. But I'll do I'll carry on doing my little gymnast ride in the mornings.
Yeah, you're pretty healthy, man.
Yeah,
Pretty healthy.
no, we go. We
Yeah.
have to keep fit. And
Yes,
are
sir.
you guys keeping fit at all there?
Absolutely,
Do you do
Yeah,
exercises?
gym. You have to.
You
eh?
go gym.
Yeah, you have to. I tell you what, If you sit around all day, you start feeling old so quickly.
Yeah.
You have to stretch every day, all that stuff. Hey, there's Donna.
Donna.
Ah,
Donna.
Don't know.
My
Hello,
neighbor.
don't know.
Yay, my Lieber.
Hello.
Donna. We love you, Donna. I was just talking about you. Funky. We were just talking about you that I'm going to have you on the show, and you've been very, very busy, and I'm not allowed to say anything about what you're busy with.
Yeah.
Yes, and so I know that she's getting her stuff together over there, and
Nice.
it's so nice to see. I love it. I love to see, because Donna made the right decision to go over when she did.
Absolutely.
And
Perfect timing.
she was in Hamburg for a while, and now she's in Portugal, and so she's proper porra these days.
Yeah.
And amazing, Donna. What you've done and what you've accomplished is incredible, and I know that your heart is still in it. She's got a big heart, I know, and she wants to help here as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so love to you, Donna, and I hope that all of you that are watching are going to have a great evening. We are going to be rehearsing now for our next show, which is going to be on Friday. So book your tickets. Book your tickets, you bastards.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
And I think if you're not doing anything, you better come around.
Absolutely. I'm coming through.
Come and have a squiz. Maybe you can
through,
pop on stage to have a kick Boot off for a song.
Oh yeah, it's
And
Boot
come
playing.
Boot's playing with us, yeah.
Shout out to Boot.
And come and join us for a bit, man. It'll be lovely to have you all there. And all of you out there, make sure you get your tickets soon, because they are selling out. I think it's getting full.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So it's going to be lekker show. Thank you to our sponsors, to Pinion on this side. That side. And to Fitch and Leads. Fitch and Leaders.
It's on Wayne's side.
Fitch and Leaders.
Fitch and Leaders.
And to Amobia for our internet. And of course,
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. The internet is it's in the air.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.